I just wish there was something I could do. Listen, girl, people break up. You cannot control what they're gonna do. If they're not right for each other, you don't want them to stay together. Right? You would rather your friends be happy, and they can be friends with you individually. You don't have to, like, you know, like, just invite 2 people to tea. You get 2 teas a month. How great is that? Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lost Game Chronicles, and this is Kelly, and we are continuing Tavern Talk. And we are on Act 2, Part 9, Trouble in Paradise. So I hope everyone's ready. Let's get started. Oh shit, look at these guys. Oh right, of course. I remember. She did say, I love this thing. I would hang this in my house. Oh my god. Actually, I'd hang a lot of these things in my house, to be honest. Maybe not the... Well... I'm actually not 100% sure I wouldn't take the clock. Anyway, Clay. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passes right out after she had some soup. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs from my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope Andu enjoyed the soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite a talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is very good at I need my glasses. Oh, they're right here. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had lots of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things, like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of these little dolls my Grammy taught me how to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make a little star lamp for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the islands before? No, not thus far, though I have always wanted to do so. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those before. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories, the Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It was said to be a gift from the Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he's given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame, and it just happens to still be burning in an ancient Highland temple. Keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner or later, and with a local guide, no less. I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varaka. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. Sure, let's continue. Now, the quest. Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together. Unfortunately. I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he's not practiced in the ways of the Divine Warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. I just noticed that there's 2 dragon things in this room, actually. There's this one, and there's actually this one, if you look. This is a dragon, what's it called? Cloak stand. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the Innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They're very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be strong enough to damage them. If that's a concern, I can offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies would work. Strength and citron will help you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers will offer a little more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. Oh boy, okay. Well, what are we gonna do? Do we lean into the strengths? I mean, it's listed as a very dangerous place. I feel like that's the smart thing to do. So at least get the quest done, but maybe not like in a nice way necessarily. But maybe that's what is needed. So we are looking for defense then. With a little bit of charisma. Okay. And what did we say we were gonna get? One of these strong things. Fire resistant. This. Right, this is like that crystal thing. Okay, so we don't need to put one of those in. We need just a little bit of this. Oh no, was it that? Oh no, that was just if they were gonna do it the other way. Forgot about that. Okay. And then 3 defense. 1, 2, 3. Wonder what happens. I think I'll probably get an achievement if I feed this to Andy, right? No, I didn't. Oh, I don't feel great about it. I feel like... Fuck it. We stick by our decisions. I would love to hear the story of you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good, you should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper, but we have to be going now. What did I just do? Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun, who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's! Innkeep, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah. Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. So I think I gave them the right? I gave them defense. That's what Tia wanted, right? Oh, it's this guy again. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh yes, talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their lands, barns, and houses. With my own 2 hands! I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out with a specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Ooh, steel tonic. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step, and unknown dangers lurking in every shadow. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that can help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Can we give him the new drink? The steel tonic? Yeah, totally, we can. Let's do it. Okay, that's gonna give, yeah, we put one of these frost pine cones in. 1, 2. And, one more of these. And one more of these. That's not it. There we go. Is that because the steel tonic took something? Oh, it did. It took something away from agility. All right. Well, that's fine. Sorry, not the steel tonic. The frost pine cone. Is that what they're called? I don't know. Andu, you're so cute. I love you. Protection against your arch nemesis splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is she from Windmore as well? That's correct. Is he? Sorry, I just misread that. That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of that as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, Innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magically infused drinks. You might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friends mean the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguard in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified for the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. You write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could just live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. I mean, personally, it's always way easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. That's true, but I'm also here advocating that being an innkeeper is easily the best job. So, anyway. God, I always notice like more little details. Like, look, there's like a globe of the night sky here. There's a little picture of the inn. I assume that's the inn. It looks like it. And like some lavender hanging here. I'm really bad at details are not my strong suit. Put it that way. It's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer, getting taught by Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukakin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by chance? Oh, Carolyn? Yes, I know her quite well. She's a regular. I don't think she'd want to be called a local engine. A regular? Oh, Innkeeper, you're just full of surprises. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. I think probably Jade would be like the best person for this, right? Because it's like lots of money and not very much work. Like, she'd fucking love this. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quest for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so much, and also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, Innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Nice. Alright, it's quest time. Oh shit, it's Bard! Finally! Hey, yeah, how's it going? Hello, come in. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here at all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough not to feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business and keep. Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage. Or Voyage. But you may call me Voy. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Haha, yeah. Is there something specific you'd like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible. A real Prince Charming. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna like that guy. I mean, I like most of the characters in this game, to be fair, but, you know, some more than others. Oh, that's intelligence. 1,000 Winds. Broken Heart. Oh, 1,000 Winds. Okay. To put in. This'll do. Two, three. One of these. Nope, we already got one of those. And 2 of these. It's 1,000 Winds. Ooh, cute. Is this the first time I've made this? I don't think I have. No, I don't. It can't be. I love it though. Look at the little kite. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. It will boost my charisma even further. You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, Innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy, traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fisoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask you for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air, a short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit sometimes. But making music and performing is my job. I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Another new person. Holy crap. Some days are just like new people after new people after new people. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern, and it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat. It's been a few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not a constant changing on the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, Innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Is that an insult? He wants 3 charisma. Let's give him a smoking heart, because I don't want to make another one of those other ones. I mean, none of these are hard to make. I just like to do something that is a little bit of a variety. Don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Boring. And do we rock that? Here you go, liquid charisma. My specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a great deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So what brings you to this corner of the world? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fisoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in lights of day. A traveler is bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream, like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical work is all about, pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as a bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes save us from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. You enjoy your art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Aw, Innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently, way easier for sure. Moving from Tregairn, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamt of joining the SOV guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagium. I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce that at some point. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much of their time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents: live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper. Be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Wow, that was cold. Oh god. Welcome back. Quick, Innkeeper, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Ah! It's absolutely urgent. Relationships on the line. Not lives? Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. You gotta be a little patient because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes, please. What do you need? Same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as agile as a spider again. Poor Baya, what the hell happened? Did we give her bad advice? Chasing people out of her swamp? One. To be fair, we didn't know that she wanted to be friends with people until after we talked to her. And we had to decide on what drink to give her first. There you go. Here you go, girl. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thank you for having so much faith in me, Una. Haha, you're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now, Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, Innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? But you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, I might add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mari Morgan. Yes, the Mari Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyway, the Mari Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming in once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, Innkeeper. Even if they do break up, you'll be fine. You'll find new friends, I'm sure of it. Now, that's reassuring. I'm trying to be realistic. Don't listen to she. But what if she's right? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do. Listen, girl, people break up. You cannot control what they're gonna do. If they're not right for each other, you don't want them to stay together. Right? You would rather your friends be happy, and they can be friends with you individually. You don't have to, like, you know, like, just invite 2 people to tea. You get 2 teas a month. How great is that? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. Well, what if they don't want your help? If I might add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Baya is your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the Innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you look rather terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friend. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in the next song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes I feel like this voice is changing, but that's only because the other two have such distinct voices. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like a handsome smile or an enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes, you should come visit sometime, Voy. That's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. You want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hee hee hee. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let's advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Who's the sweet talker now, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, we'll have a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you soon then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook in with me? Nice. Bye. Aw, that's nice. Shit, I think we do actually have 2 new quests. The riverbanks of the Shivermere hides the Mary Morgan, a wrathful spirit. Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a loving couple most of the time. But their current fight has their best friend Baya very worried. That and that. The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs and the Lonesome Lagoon, are 2 terrifying creatures in love. But because of their mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch, Baya, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couples counselors sorely needed. Alright, so Spinal Rhinos. Diplomat fire his entire personal guard and is looking for new fighters to protect him from the dangers. Alright, let's put that on there too. Political tensions ensued when the canal bridge connecting Diria to the mainland collapsed, especially because Spinal Rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried friend insists that he is in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. If those travelers are cattle, anyway. Boom. That was good. We've been holding on to that Banshee thing since the very beginning. Aw, feeding Andu. Sweeping the floor. Turning off the candles so that we don't burn the inn down. Bam.